Hey everybody, the Reswirl here, and welcome back to more of Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. Okay, right. Oh dear. Jesus. That was a whole lot louder than I thought. Hey, look who it is. Count off. Wait, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so that's 8? Oh wait, no. Yeah, 8. I can't count. That's 10. Oh. So Shifu, 99 callouts, so all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir. Hey you. Yeah, you, the second number one from my right. Sir, yes sir? Here, a birthday present for you. What? Shifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you are more of a man than we'll ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Oh dear. Like she says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you, it's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir. Shifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. Oh my god. I should probably leave them to their alone time. Alright, meeting's over. Everyone head for your posts. Dismissed. Jesus. Oh boy. So, yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena and she's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. What if I say no? Of course. Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry sis, but it's not that simple. Alabast has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen and we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. How dare you make such assumptions? Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast, Miss Von Karma. Ooh, damn. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabast are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident in Alabast as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Wait a minute. Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Oh, what the hell? Oh, wow. Old man. Not really, just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Oh man. Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. Jesus. You weakling, Quercus. Curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country. What are you... The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang. There, you see? Oh, no way. Now who's holding it? What the hell is happening? Oh. I can't remember his name. Polino? Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please consider, or reconsider letting them into Alabast. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babalese embassy. and he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway. Alright, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in! Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babal murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babal. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. I like how Gumshoe joined in. God, that guy moves so slowly. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So I wanted to ask for a while now, but... that lady over there, is she who I think she is? That's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Franziska von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Oh, I knew it! You're the whip lady! You may address me as Miss von Karma. Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabast in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarasu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. Ah, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Paleno for all that he has done for me. Indeed. Alright. Ambassador! Paleno, I am in your debt. No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my honour. Wow, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly. Oh my god, more of these? No, that's quite alright. Oh, well, how about this then? Ooh. And what exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink. Known as Babalese ink, it's made exclusively in Babal. So, this is Babalese ink. We make it from... is that white crystal? Or wit? White crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink, one dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me! The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. Hey, we got some ink. Although it's been added to, like, evidence. Great, wonderful! I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer, along with the market. Alright, so we spoke to Paleno. We've got Babalese ink. Franziska! You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut now before he completed his task. Is that the guy from the airplane? There is no room for failure, or for further failure, in my perfect investigation. Understood. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following. You mean the Babalese ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Babalese ink to begin with? That's classified Interpol info... Franziska, as your subordinate, I am part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Recently we discovered some very well made counterfeit bills circulating in Zhengfa. Counterfeit bills? Yes. As you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Babal's special Babalese ink. And it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Babalese ink from real ones. Thus it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babal. Oh. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Babalese ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink. Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile, since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babalese embassy. We're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden, mark my words, I will find them. Alright, counterfeit bills. Alright. Well, shall we get going? Who holded it? Oh, Kay. What's wrong, Kay? I didn't get permission to enter Alabast. So we're going to go gather whatever info we can over on the Babalese side, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you two. Right, and I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away no matter where you are. Understood, I guess. I'll let you know when the time comes. Yay! March 14th. 8:17 PM. Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador's Office. Oh, God. It's the Steel Samurai! Oh dear. What do you think you're doing to my Spotnet? I really love this song. What the hell? You're, oh God, it's Butts. Of course it is. Edgy, oh thank the heavens you're here. I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship. The Raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh. What? And though I am the Steel Samurai, my sword it. I'm so confused, I don't know what anything means anymore. Who is this fruitcake? I'm Larry of the House of Butts, married man of Neo-World Tokyo, milady. Wait, she should know who he is. He was in the trial of Trials and Tribulations. Like the last trial, he was in that. He was on the witness stand when Franziska and Edgeworth were facing off. Huh. Ah, okay, she does remember him. Now I remember. This person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind, and you act like it's no big deal. What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect kind. I accidentally became a suspect in a murder. Again. I see, that is quite the bind. Not that we're in the least bit surprised. Is that 2 or 3 that he's been the suspect of? No, just 2. Yeah, Justice for All. Was it Justice for All? No, Justice for All was Maggie Bird. That was like the first case she was, like, shown in. It was actually the first case ever in the game, was Larry Butts and Frank saw it. Yeah. Pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by 1. That was uncalled for. Besides, you are... Wait, hold on. Larry, it was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through the headpiece. What's going on? And why are you beet red? Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Now who's holding it? Oh, it's Lang! Oh, sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? Aha, so this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Murder. Of the murder of a man who had snuck into this embassy, Mask to Mask 2. Or Mask to Mask the Second. Huh? Oh dear. Well, only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Shifu, we've identified the victim. Good work. I'll take that report now. Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek. But Agent Lang... Bloody hell, I'm getting hauled all over the place. It's what's his face? Dirk, I think. Oh, it's Bad. Dirk? Where the hell did I get Dirk from? Detective Bad. Oh, Detective Dirk. I don't even know where the fucking name Dirk came from. And it was gonna... The worst part is it was Dirk with an H and a U. Ah, oh, Jesus. Agent Lang? Will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Ah, yes, of course. You, let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bad. You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Nice to meet you here, Detective. You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu, non-stop. I really do like his theme, though. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found. So what incredible dedication to the case. Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's... modus operandi very well. I could have just said the MO, but modus operandi sounds so much cooler. And his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him. I'm in your debt, Detective Bad. Oh, initial investigation. What a badass. About the murder of Damask number 2, or Damask the 2nd. Sounds better. Would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty, and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damask the 2nd, he broke into this embassy, probably to steal some treasure or another, and I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room. Suspect, which is Butts. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective? That samurai? He was small looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he's completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Oh. Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarasu showed. Oh, but keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats, for the guests who had been called to sit in them, were empty. A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat? Everybody. The Steel Samurai. Oh, okay. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? He was on the roof. What? With one of his legs down a chimney. That chimney leads directly into this room. Oh dear. Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Oh yeah. Alright. Right, well we have the knife rack. We already know something about the knives being, you know, a bit iffy. Yeah, there are some weapons on display on this wall, a crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Babalese knives, which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. Okay, I won't rest until I've inspected everything that is suspicious. Crossbow? Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this? I wonder why there are no whips on display here. We have the crossbow. It's the Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the Samurai Spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live like BAM. You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although, it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? Not entirely convinced this spear is up to the task. What's wrong, AG? You're just staring off into the distance. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. Did I say anything about wanting one? Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence that will point something out about the spear. Oh. Alright, well we have to... what is it? Oh, pardon me. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts to the Baba-Leaves knives. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. Huh? One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, fit each other. And they do. It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. Then this means that an Alabastian knife did find its way into Babal. But how? We also have another statue. Despite absolutely no difference between this Permatex statue and Babal's, the statue's face looks a bit like that costumed hero you like so much. Also very much. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least I don't suppose so. Huh. So what is it I could show to Larry? What do I have? Oh! Aha! Right, okay, I see it. In that the spear's not bent. Do I have to deduce the spear, or like can I do just the spear tip? I'll try the tip. This certainly is edgy. Eureka! Larry, about this spear. Oh, are you feeling it? Bam! I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is this spear a bit bent? What? No way. It's exactly as it should be, yo. I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now, take a good look at this, which you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. Oh! What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry. Let me guess, he dropped it or some shit. When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning it around and around, and bam, it hit the wall. Oh my god. You're unbelievable, this is an embassy! But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. I'm just a useless hot-blooded man. Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Okay. So it was some field trip, and I began to shadow fight with myself. Not that, I meant what you said earlier, about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that! It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not what I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. What? Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend. Is that so? Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. I see, your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth. Oh no, that's not friendship. It's utter humiliation. That is a lot more bent than it appeared. Jesus. Okay, so we deduced the spear's super duper bent. I don't think there's much else here. Mask Damask the Second. So, this is the victim, Damask the Second. What is with his gaudy outfit? You don't know about Mask Damask? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. Zvari. And that's who it was. Look at me. Oh, I still can't believe half of the names are just a play on words. So, this thief is separate from the Yatagarasu. I thought they were for a while, but their MO and targets were different. Damask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about Damask. That's alright, all I probably care are tales of his failure anyway. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? Okay, yeah, we won't rest, blah blah blah. Well, first and foremost, we have his hat. Which is the most, suspicious thing. There is not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know? You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold? Since when? Since around New Year's? The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out Damask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. Can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. We got your point about three foolish is back, Francisca. Alright, we have the sword. So this is the murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? What did you expect? It's Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. I only call it his secondary because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight. You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai? That's only because I saw the statue earlier. The owner of this sword is the Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. Huh, okay. No. Aw, I thought you would mention, like, the brooch, or something. Is that a napkin? Actually, it kinda looks like the very old Pizza Hut logo. I think it was the Pizza Hut logo, can't remember. So what is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. Alabast, Permatex Statue, 5th floor, Ambassador's office. It would appear that directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the Permatex Statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who was the person that requested the theft of the Permatex Statue? God, I can't stop seeing the Pizza Hut logo now. Not to worry. Do I have anything else? I looked at the note. It's basically it. Yeah, pretty much. Larry, tell me about your sword. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I got a few things I gotta ask you too. What is it? It's like, both you and him. How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute girl, or cute or hot girl by your side? And Frenzy, what about that promise you made to me? Promise? What promise? The one where you said you would model for my next book? Frenzy's Whippity Whip Trip? Okay, so they are referencing Trials and Tribulations. Good. I made no such promise. Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. If something smells, it's usually the butts. Ah god, that is something that's like burned into my memory. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Oh my god, there's a lot of shit. Steel Samurai. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Laurice Donham now? Wait, they changed the name! And how it was spelt? Because that was a name I never knew how to pronounce up until I saw the anime, and they've just pronounced it Donham. And I felt like such an idiot for not realising it should have just been called Donham. But whatever. Laurice Donham now. Oh, right, okay, never mind. That's Donham. Laurice Donham. Get that straight in your head, Edgy. Now I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No, you've got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Laurice business. And he said bullshit. Besides, when Banjalina left me and my heart in pieces, That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could through this Steel Samurai outfit. Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it. I knew you'd know what I meant, Edgy. Not really. It's not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. That's very true. He loves to just chase the poontang. Larry'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too. Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. The past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Edgy, how can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that? Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. God, they're making so many references. That was a reference to the Magatama and the Cyclops. Okay, I get it. Just stop Frenzy from whipping me from behind. So, I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So, will you tell me what exactly you did, Larry? Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more. Confess, no. Okay, well, I was up on the roof. Why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and the legendary hero. Legendary? Hero? Santa Claus. Santa Claus. I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. Smoke from chimney? Oh. Smoke was pouring out of the chimney when Larry thought to climb down it. And? Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up. Objection! Larry, you do realise that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. And you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Oh, crud. It's your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as a prime suspect in this murder. Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? Let's start with the fact that it will be the ideas of March in a matter of hours. Or the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. No! Hey, wait a sec. We're not in court. What? Oh my god. Larry's such a character. Now, you're about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon. Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Yes, apparently you did. And well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Foolish fool, looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you. Who would believe such a tale? Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Edgy, you believe me? I just knew that our friendship is something special. Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name.